This Jeff.
Morning, Councilman Bickerstaff. This is Spencer.
Hey, Spencer. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Well, it's Monday morning. The weekend's over, and you're like, oh, man, that's reality. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Well, I hope you had a few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you know, although I hate to make assumptions, that the bylaw item got pulled from the council. I'm assuming you're aware of that.
Yeah, I checked that and saw that.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I don't like to assume starting conversations with
Yeah, that's good. Make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? So I was going to request at the next board meeting that since you're president, you set the agenda, that we have an item on there to discuss lessons of employment. Okay. Would you have an issue with that?
No, I have no issue.
Okay. Well, I'm just asking. I don't want to come across as, demanding or anything. It's just a request. I can't make you do it. Not that it's that kind of conversation, but just always like to be clear on, roles and priorities and things like that. I think, as we talked about last week, I think it's pretty clear from the council what direction they want to go. But to be totally fair, I do think, as we talked about last week, I think this is probably a good thing that the bylaws got pulled. And because it does give the board a chance to address it. It doesn't say you got to do X, Y, or Z, but it does give you a chance to address it. And I think that's the fairest thing to do. I think in order to do that, that's the thing we need to do at the next meeting, is have that on the agenda. Obviously it'd be an executive session, of course.
Yeah.
Now, would you like me to have Joe available, or have you not got that far yet?
I would say I haven't got that far yet. I mean, we probably need a lawyer at least available, in case we need them on call.
Right. Yeah, well, like I said, and I'm not trying to spring something. When there's potential for employment to change, then it might be a good idea to at least put them on standby. Just in case we don't we don't want to do anything we shouldn't be doing, obviously. But I think you know this, but I don't want to be coy or anything with you. The council is looking for a change, and it's not that they can make y'all do that, but it's been pretty clear to me from my fellow council members since I'm the liaison that they are looking for a change. So I'm just telling you, there's no easy way to say that, but I just want to tell you that.
Can you clarify why they want to change? What their motivation is?
Sure. I think it comes down to two things. Now again, I'm trying to summarize a couple different people. So please feel free to reach out to council members, particularly if you want to. So the lack of meaningful prospecting businesses coming to town for the last several years. I think, and I'll just tell you the comment I heard, because it wasn't my comment, but it was a comment that was given directly to me from a council member. Not that it's totally fair, but they said, name me one business she's brought. Now, like I said, I don't think that's totally fair, but I'm just telling you that because that's the kind of a mindset that you're dealing with. The other thing is they have not been happy with personnel issues the last year or so, and there's no doubt about it that the whole Brad situation left a sour taste in their mouth. They weren't directly involved with that, obviously, and neither was I, and neither was any of us, I guess. But again, that's the comments that have been made to me. And so I think you take now, is it those two things all by itself? No, to be fair, I don't think that's what they're saying, but I think when you kind of look at that, and the other comment that kind of comes up a lot is Leslie had nothing to do with PNB, that was all Gina, and they feel like that she should have been involved in that, in the very beginning. So I think you look at those things, and then they start to look at everything in totality, and they say, well, yeah, maybe it's time for a change. And so that's the best summary I can give you, the best direction I got. But I would always encourage you to reach out individually.
So let me ask you, how much do the council members know about the Brad exit interview? Have they read the report that Melinda wrote about the exit interview, or Melinda's separate item that she wrote up about it?
That's a good question. I can't answer that because I don't know if they have or not. My suspicion is that a few council members have talked to Gina about it. I don't know that for a fact, but that would be my suspicion. Because when it gets brought up to me by fellow council members, the theme is pretty clear. Hey, Brad was not treated very well, and so forth and so on. So my guess is, since I haven't shared that with them, then my guess is they've gotten that information. I'm not being accusatory. I'm just saying it sounds like that they had talked to Gina about something. I'm not throwing Gina under the bus at all. I'm just saying, that gets out and they say, hey, well, what's going on? And, the only thing you can produce is, like you said, what Melinda produced. And I'm sure that's how it went.
Okay. I was just curious about the exposure they'd had to the issue. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate the call. We can definitely have an agenda item to look at Leslie's employment and see where it goes.
Yeah. And if you would like me to, I don't have to, but if you'd like me to, I can make sure that we get the wording correct from Joe, if you're okay with that.
I think hold off for now.
Okay.
And
sure.
I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, and in full disclosure, I am going to talk to Leslie about this, to let her know, just full disclosure. I did want to talk to you first because you're president.
All right.
And you sent the agenda. So, and I'll tell you, Spencer, I don't like these kind of things. I hate them. But I feel like that, because of what the council is looking to do or looking for direction to the board to address this, I feel like I had to call you and tell you that. I wasn't going to repeat the same mistakes I made before as far as communication. And so, it sucks really. It really does. But it's just something that obviously we have to address in one way or another. And I just felt like that, this is the best place to start doing that with the president.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss it with you. Thanks for letting me know.
Okay. Sure. And if you have other questions, between now and then, please feel free to reach out to me. And if I have something that comes up, I'll definitely contact you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Spencer. I appreciate it.
Have a good week. Bye.
You too. Bye.